She's back. Can you see I'm in a new place today? I'm in a new place. I'm in a new country today. It's a new country, but it's also an old country. This is my third time here. It's my second time here on this 1-year sabbatical. It kind of feels like I'm back to where I started my sabbatical in some ways, because I kind of am. I'll tell you in a second. But last time you saw me, I was, if you've never seen my face before, okay. If you've never seen my face before, I quit my job to travel the world for a year, to slow travel the world for a year, slow keyword. And so I've been doing that, and I've been to 5 continents, and my sabbatical has spanned 16 countries so far. And last time you saw me, watch my other videos, but the last time you saw me, I would have been in Guatemala. I was in Guatemala for just over 3 weeks, and I kind of took a break from posting videos, from making these videos. Partly, I don't know why, you don't need an explanation, but I didn't quite feel 100% myself in Guatemala after some time, and I needed to take a step back, and so I did. I'm glad I did. And to be honest, coming back has been hard. I find every time I take a step away from YouTube, coming back is hard. It's a bit of a hump. But if I'm in it, I'm like, okay, let's go. But once I take a step away, I don't really feel like coming back usually, or it's just harder. There's just something to push through to get back all the time for me. I don't know. Let me know if you can relate, but in the comments if you're a YouTuber as well. But for me, what do I want to say? Where was I going with all of this? Oh yeah, Guatemala. So I was there for over 3 weeks, not really feeling like myself. And the reason I stopped feeling like myself in some ways is because sometimes, just me being me, I start to like overthink my life. I start to like mull things over and take life a little too seriously. Yes, so that started happening. It's a whole internal thing. Plus Guatemala, where I was specifically in Guatemala, is the Lake Atitlan region. So there are towns by the lake, and I was in San Pedro La Laguna, but I visited most, if not all, the towns around the lake. Just take a ferry or a tuk-tuk or a ferry boat to another side of the lake. The lake was beautiful, mountains, lake, gorgeous, views on views. So I had a really good time there, like I said, over 3 weeks. And oh yes, it was cold. It was cold in the mornings and it was cold in the evenings in Guatemala, and I did not like that. I do not like the cold. I don't know how many times I can say that. But so I had to wear my jackets that I haven't worn on my sabbatical since I left France. I think France was the last time I had to wear my winter clothes. Because I'm traveling the world and I don't know where I'll be in for a whole year. I packed like a full year-round closet. I packed for summer, winter, spring, autumn. I packed for all of it. And so my winter clothes didn't get a lot of wear for a while until now. First time I had to wear my winter clothes was when I was in Peru. I was in Peru in August, last year August. Still, we're just talking about this year-long sabbatical, not my previous travels. And so it was winter in August in Peru, and I didn't know. And this is why we travel. This is why I travel. I'll speak for myself. I travel because I don't know a lot of things, and I love to go out there and find out and learn. And I didn't know that it was winter in Peru in August. How about that? If you knew, good for you. But I love to learn new things, and I hope I'm never a know-it-all. I hope until the last day, until the day I die, I'm learning something new every day. That's what I live for. That's what excites me. And so it was winter in Peru. Thank goodness I had my jackets, my scarves, my winter clothes, like longer sleeve stuff, socks, things like that. I was able to bundle up. And then I went to France. France was okay until it started becoming fall. I was in France for 2 months, living there, improving my français, améliorer mon français. Anyway, so I just said improving my French in French. Yes. What was I up to? Oh yeah, so I was in France for 2 months. August, September. No. October. September, October. There we go. I was in August. I was in Peru in August, and then September, October in France. There we go. That sounds more like it. And it started to get cold in one region of France that I was, the Alsace region. So I moved further south. So I was there for 1 month, moved south for the second month. And then it started getting cold because it's fall. And then I was like, okay, this is my cue. I'm gonna go find warm weather. And then I left for Southeast Asia. So the last time I used my winter clothes, well, because I was in Southeast Asia for 3.5 months. Australia was summer. Australia is summer. So it was kind of getting to the end of summer in Australia, to be fair. So still hot weather. I haven't worn these things since France. And then I get to Guatemala, and in the mornings and at night, it's chilly, it's cold. I had to double up on my jackets. I had to use my scarf. I wore all my long sleeve stuff that I haven't worn in months. Like, it was not me. I do not like the cold weather. I am someone who is hypersensitive to cold weather. I just do not like the cold. And so, yeah, that was not fun, being in Guatemala and having to wear the jacket. I wasn't 100% myself. Like, I'm back to being here, and like I was in Southeast Asia, like I was in Australia. Like, I wanna wear my lightest clothes. I wanna dress like this. I don't wanna be cold. So that was part of the thing. So I guess being cold, being steeped in the winter. I am from Canada, and in some ways I've been avoiding the cold for all of winter. Very happy to be traveling right now and not being in the winter and the past few months of winter. And so it kind of hit me like a bit of an existential dread, the cold and my life. And I was just in a place that I was not 100% myself. That's the truth. But as you can see, I've changed. Oh wait, before I got here, I want to say what changed my mind back. It was, yes, a change of weather, to be honest, but also I had this phone conversation with one of my brothers, and he reminded me that let's see, my younger brother reminded me, that all of life is play. That all of life is play. And I needed that reminder. And I had also been reminding myself, even before this phone call we had, I've been telling myself that, hey, this is fun. This is great. Like, stop overthinking things. You're on a sabbatical. You get to travel the world. Whoa. And then we had this call, and he kind of said it, but in other words, and talking about life being play. And I wanted to share that with you today. I already knew about play. I feel like I knew about two things being play. I know that the 9-to-5 corporate America kind of world is play. It's a game in some ways. I will explain. I'm not against it. I fully subscribe to it. So this is not a don't do that kind of thing. But it's just kind of like the air that we breathe. So when I say it's play, it's kind of like theater. It's kind of like an act. To start with, everyone has their role. It's kind of like having characters in a play. And a play, let's say like Shakespeare's Hamlet, for example. Everyone has a character. Your boss has a role, you have a role, the HR person has a role. everyone has their own role, like where they fit in, what boxes they fit, like what they're here doing. That's one thing. Second thing is everyone has a script. Kind of like a play once again. There is the corporate jargon. It's called the corporate jargon, the circle backs, they're not coming to me right now, high level. There's a lot of jargon, things that we say in the corporate world that someone who's never worked in that world would be like, what are you talking about? There's just things that are acceptable and are expected for you to say in that kind of context, and in context outside of that is kind of weird. High level thinking, strategic planning, restructuring. I know there's a whole lot more. Please remind me in the comments. I've not been in the workplace for over 10 months or so now, so I'm not remembering, but please remind me of some corporate jargon that is very, very specific to the 9-to-5 corporate America type work in the comments, please. So there is language, there's a script, there's a way of talking. So there is roles, there's a way of talking, there is also costumes, there's a way you dress up, there's a way you don't dress up to go to work. You don't wear your club clothes, or you don't wear, there is an expected wardrobe or an expected costume. So it is a play, it is a game, it is, you need to know the roles, you need to know what your role is, you need to not cross some lines, you need to know exactly how to face situations, get things done, etc. So I've always known that that's play, that's a game. There's a way to do things. Do it and you'll do well, don't do it and you don't do well, I guess. And then another part of life that I've always known is a game in some ways, or it's play, is money, finances, partly because, well, I wouldn't actually say it's because of what I studied. I did study money in many ways. I studied accounting, minored in econ, I work in finance, so that's all numbers, but I had to learn personal finances outside of all of that, because it is very possible that you're an accountant, you're a finance person, and you actually are bad at personal finance. That's very possible. But anyway, after learning all of that, I began to see that, hey, this is kind of a game. You get the rules of the game, you get how this works, and you follow it, and then you see things like compound interest take their wings. You see how it works out. You follow the rules, and then you're either successful or not. And so those two areas of life, I'm like, huh, yeah, that this is play, this is a game, show up as you should. But I never actually zoomed out talking about the corporate jargon, high level thinking, I'm sorry. I never actually thought that all of life is play, all of life is a game. And that's what I want to share with you today. If you're taking life very, very seriously, a little too seriously, I want you, like me, and I'm saying this also for myself. Most of the videos I make really are for me, or a version of me from the past, version of me, or hoping to connect with someone who kind of thinks like me or is stuck in some places that I have been stuck. Anyway, so I'm saying this, I'm saying if you feel stuck like I felt just a week and more ago in Guatemala, I just want to share, I just want to remind you this thing that my brother reminded me, that all of life is play, all of life is a game, not to take it too seriously, to play with it, to, yes, learn some of the rules, learn the rules if you can, please, but learn the rules, but don't take it too seriously, because no one really 100% knows what they're doing. Everyone is living life for the first time. Everyone is yeah, doing this thing for the first time. And so play with it. We only get one go at all of this. There's no, I was gonna say there's no hard and fast rule book. You get to make your rules. You get to make your rules. Yeah, the society, the world, your community, your parents, everyone wants to tell you this is the way to do this, then this, then this, then this. You get to make a choice. Is that what you want to do? But anyway, all of life is play. I want to remind you, I had a bit of a moment that the analogy that I shared with my brother on that call was something about me relearning to swim. So I learned how to swim as a teenager. And then I had a bit of a swim trauma, which maybe I'll tell you all one day. And then I didn't swim for almost a decade. But this sabbatical, one of my goals was to relearn to swim, and so I've done that. Because I wanted to travel the world and I wanted to swim in everywhere that I haven't been swimming in, that I've been visiting all these years and just being by the sidelines. So in relearning how to swim last summer at the start of my sabbatical, I learned, I think one of the big lessons, and if you don't know how to swim, here you go. One of my big lessons was remembering that you don't swim with your muscles. Like basically the first rule of swimming is you need to relax. Like that was really hard for me because I was traumatized and I was trying to like swim with muscles. I was trying to fight the water. That's how you drown, guys. That's how you drown. The first rule of swimming is you need to relax, and so I'm sharing that with you. That is also the first rule of life. Let's all relax and enjoy it. Today is the only day that we actually have. We don't know about tomorrow. We don't know, no one promised us tomorrow. Today could be our last day, for all we know. We could be blessed with a lovely long future, and we all hope for that, but instead of hoping and aspiring and waiting and wishing and postponing joy, postponing good moments, I just want to inspire you to say, hey, this is the day that the Lord has made. This, today, not tomorrow, not the past, but this right here is the day that the Lord has made. And so I hope you enjoy it. I hope you live it up and you learn to relax. Don't fight the water. Don't swim with your muscles. Relax. Life is play. And where am I? Yes, so I made my way to Mexico. This is my third time in Mexico. It's my second time in Mexico on this year-long sabbatical. There's just something about it. I was fully looking forward to exploring more of Central America, maybe even going back to South America. I was thinking of Colombia. I was looking at El Salvador, Nicaragua, Panama, Costa Rica. I was exploring where do I want to go, but something is just like, you know what, right now I'm still feeling like I need some routine. The point of my sabbatical, yes, has been to slow travel the world, but it has also been to like discover myself and learn skills and follow my heart, follow my gut. And something is just like, hey, right now you still need you need a little bit of the familiar. There is something about Mexico that kind of feels homey for me, very familiar, because on my sabbatical earlier, like it was the first stop of my sabbatical, and I spent over 2 weeks, almost 2.5 weeks here then. There's just something about being here. I feel taken care of. I feel at home. The weather is great. The people are good. I found this lovely place to stay in. I'm still deciding if I'm gonna show you all, but honestly I need to capture it for me, so I might as well share with you. So you might see this space. I found this lovely cozy space again. Nothing to it, but it's just exactly what I need. I don't know why I said it like that, but anyway, I'm in Mexico. That's a bit of my update. And relax. Life is play. This is the day that the Lord has made. Do not optimize for another day and look forward or look backwards. try and enjoy this day. I want you to look forward and plan and look backwards, but I really do want you to like enjoy it. Don't be like me. That's what I've got for today. I want to see if there's anything I wanted to say. I want to say hello. If this is your first time seeing my face, welcome. If you've been here before, you've seen my face before, thank you for coming back. I make videos as often as I can. I made them every day for 45 days. I think I'm gonna get back to making these videos. But I hope you subscribe, follow along, check out my playlist. I'm gonna link one of them in this ending. And I will see you in my video, my next video. I'm talking a lot about travel, sabbaticals, skincare, hair care, a lot of stuff. So I hope you join my community and I'll see you next time. Bye.